Okay, so this is a tutorial to explain how Kids Box Level 5 works. I am going to share my screen, and in doing so, I will make sure that I share the sound so that you have the optimum sound on the tutorial. Okay, and I'm going to collapse my picture out of the way. Okay, so the ebook is on this link. Oh, can we see it anywhere? Let's get this up for you. Okay. If you've already looked in Gibbon for resources, let me go here. In Gibbon, you can see that we're in the Gibbon tool. I wrote in the tag Kids Box 5, clicked on go. I'll do it for you again. Kids Box, there we go, 5. Click on go, and you get a link. And that took me to this page. Now, when you open it, it will look like this. This is the front cover of the book, and it's your home tab, as it were. This is the pupils book, as you can see underneath my cursor. This is the activity book. The children have a pupil book and an activity book. This is the teacher's book. Now, what I recommend you do is that you open 2 pages, 2 windows, 2 different browsers if you want. It doesn't have to be 2 different browsers. I've got both mine under Safari, one next door to the other. And so if I was to check material things, Unit 5, here I can also, because I've clicked on Unit 5 in the pupil book, it will automatically give me only, there we go, Unit 5. All right. What I wanted to show you was that if I clicked here in material things, if I clicked on the pupils book, it would only give me the pages that are concerned in the activity book by Unit 5. All right. So I have got my activity book here. I have got, and I haven't got my activity book. Let's click on it. There we go. I know it's an activity book because it's black and white. Here we go. So you can see here that I have got activities that are in a link with, and I would like to just zoom that out so that I can collapse that palette at the top there. There we go. And I can zoom it back in again. Yeah. So this is the ebook. It's an embedded version with embedded audio and embedded video and embedded interactive activities. So it's pretty amazing. Here you will get the audio that is indicated here. This is indeed a CD, and of course there are places in the world where this course book is marketed that doesn't have access to internet, in which case the CD would be their go-to. And if for whatever reason, in some places of the world, there was no electricity, well, then they would have the transcript at the back of the teacher's book and they would read it out. So we're really covering everybody's eventualities. Here, I can hear.
Pupils book, page 46. 1. Listen and tick the materials you hear.
This is a great new shopping centre. It's all made of brick. Look at this sweet shop.
Wow! Look at those mice. They're made of white chocolate.
Let's go and buy some sweets.
Aha! Grew like my new teeth.
Ugh, they're horrible. Of.
They're made of sugar. They're great. Nice one, Dad.
And as you can see, once you've listened to the tape, the audio, you can let the kids read it through. If they were really learners, they might be comforted to have the transcript at the same time or the second time. The pictures will, of course, be the first indication. There we go. So you've got the audio embedded here. you've got the story, the situation, the context. And here you've got the activity. And this is great. If I can just zoom out, then you'll see what the whole page looks like.
Ah! Look out, Dan. There's a big black spider on your shoulder.
No, there isn't.
Oh, yes, there is. That spider is...
And then as soon as I know where it goes, if the children are working in the classroom with an interactive whiteboard, then that's really nice because you can use the stili, the whiteboard pens, the interactive pens, and get them to come up to the board, which is very visual and interactive for everybody to see. If you don't have the interactive function, then they get them to come and sit at the computer. And in different kids come up and do different activities. You can check. Well, I got all mine right without even listening to them. There we go. And if it was wrong, well, then it would give you the opportunity to try again. So that is a great way of getting the kids up from their chairs, getting them interactive, getting them moving. And then there's nothing to stop you saying, right, we've got our 4 pictures here. Who would like to do the dialogue? Can you two come and do the dialogue for the first picture? Can you two do the dialogue for the second picture? Let's listen to it again so you're sure what you're going to do. Okay. In part 2, there is the audio. This gives you this in an interactive format. The children go to a pet shop, yes or no, they can hear it again, and then they can click. And again, it would give you the answers were you to click on check. Oh, again, try again. There we go. So then I would try again, and it would just give me the ones I got wrong. Isn't that great? So here, this is the bottom of the page, and the thing that this is the bottom of the page. And here, what else we were able to see was that this gives us the answer key. And so, now that's interesting. It says it gives me the answer key. Show all. There you go. So there, the answers are given. So of course, that's something that you can do afterwards. Okay, the questions, and here again, the shopping centre is made of brick, show all, or it's not show all, it is go back, take the whole lot off, cross that off. If you only wanted to do it question by question, I've already shown it, so it looks like I can't take it off. I wanted to have a look at read and choose the right words. There you go. I can take them off one by one, so I can do them one by one, and that gives you the answers. Isn't that great? Very interactive. So you can have different children come up and sit at the computer to be a teacher's help, and of course, that will motivate them a lot. As you're going through the book, you can see here that you've got the activity book, which is great for you to consult at home and prepare your lesson. And they are in direct link to what's going on in the class book. Okay, we've got the pupil book. This is called pupil book and activity book. And what you will need at the outset is the teacher's guide. So again, if you have selected the unit, let me prove that by going to a natural world. If I click on the activity book, it will only give me the pages of that particular unit. Now, I was looking for the teacher's resource book. Again, it will only give me the teacher's unit for Unit 7, resource book, which will give me extra notes, photocopiables that you can print out, put them on a USB stick and print them out at the school. There's lots of extension worksheets, which are really great. You've even got a unit test. This is only on download. If I take my little image out of the way, this is on download. If I look at my download, this is what it looks like. Let's make that nice and big so you can see. And here you've got, I won't go any bigger. I would need to increase the size of that by pressing here. There we go. And you've got it really set out in a nice test format with the marking, the total score, their name, and where it comes from. There you go. And that's marking, testing each individual unit, which is a brilliant way of making sure that your children are learning what you're teaching them. So we said this is the house. We can choose our unit here. If I choose unit weight, this will give me the activity book for unit 8. Choose any page I want from that. On this side, if I choose a unit and I wanted World of Sport, for instance, I wanted to look at the teacher's book, I could have that on a third window. And in the teacher's unit, it might say to print out extra activities, teacher's page 108, if there is time. So if I was to go back there and have a look at the teacher's book, page 108, you're going to have to trawl through each of the units to find out where it is. I don't think that you can find the whole of the teacher's book in one. Let's see, I'm on the house here. If I click here, no, I don't get any teacher's book. You have to have chosen a unit to be able to get the reference, the appropriate unit. Here, you've got a very quick, let me open this out so that you've got this little grid here, which can collapse that. A review for units 7 and 8, and they come up regularly after every 2 units. This little palette is interesting. Again, if you've got an interactive whiteboard, you can use a pen, different sizes, to, when you do your vocabulary, write, or well, I'm choosing the wrong thing, aren't I? I'm guessing that I can write on this page. I'm guessing that I can rub it out with this. Ah, there you go, rub it out. That's good, isn't it? There you go. So just playing around with it will give you an idea. And this here is the, oh, that's interesting. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that maybe gives you a white page. Oh, I bet it does. Isn't that clever? So you can actually click on that white page if you wanted to exemplify something using an interactive pen or using your computer, drawing something, asking a child to come up and do something, and then still go back to your unit. So here I am, I'm on unit 3, people at work, and I can still go back to that page, and I've lost what I did. Okay, there you go. So now you know. All right. So this is Presentation Plus, shows you all the pages that are available in that particular unit. That is really brilliant and will enable you to consult it at home before you start your lesson. So do enjoy.